guys, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we are looking into their current feelings for you, and I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two. Pile number one is this panda finger puppet, all right, and it says hello to you. Pile number two is this turtle finger puppet, and it too says hello to you. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you today. But I do hope that at least one of the piles' messages do resonate. Please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book a private reading. So just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin, all right? Hi, pile one. For those of you who chose the panda finger puppet, this is going to be your reading, all right? But before we get into your reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alrighty, pal one. What are your person's current feelings about you? Pal one's person's current feelings about. Way too many. Okay, I'll take those. I'm going one more time. Okay. So we've got the 10 of Cups, 9 of Wands, the World, Ace of Cups, Queen of Wands, Knight of Cups. Okay. I've also got your oracle cards, so we'll look into those as well. So these are for later. We have Blessed. We have Weave. We have Fuchsia, Fern, Frustration, Unforgiveness, Sacred, Resolution, and Fish. Okay, give me a second. Is it in your view? All right, it is in your view. So pile number one, let's take a look at what's actually going on between the two of you before we get into their current feelings, all right? So this is definitely your energy that I see, pile one, and this is your person's energy. Let's get into it. So on your end, it looks like you are unable to forgive your person for something, or there's something that's gone down between the two of you. Either you've not been able to forgive this person, or you've not been able to forgive yourself about how you showed up in this connection. I do see a lot of hope on your end that maybe both of you, or you in particular, will be able to move past, this feeling stuck, feeling unable to get over what's gone down between the two of you. I, in particular, feel that you are at a point where you're not sure, pile one, whether or not you'll be able to move past what's gone down, or you'll be able to forgive this person. Both of you do acknowledge that there is something sacred, there is something blessed about this connection. Both of you feel very blessed about this connection, or both of you feel that there was a sense of destiny in both of you coming together. And that's also one more point of view where, pile one, I feel that you want to forgive this person because of the element of fate or destiny that you feel with this connection, and you feel that maybe it is part of the process, the journey that both of you are meant to take to forgive this person. That's on your end to go through that process. And so there's a little bit of that back and forth that's going on your end. your person, pile 1, is in their fields at this moment in time. They absolutely don't know what they can do to bring about that forgiveness. They don't know what to say, how to show up, what to, they basically are completely blank right now, because it looks like in their perspective, they've tried everything to get you to forgive them, or to try to show you that they're not going to repeat that mistake, or things are going to be different from now on. And it looks like the more that they keep trying to show you or tell you, the more you are unable to believe. And so it looks like this person's feeling very, very stuck. There's a lot of frustration about that. And part 1, I'm not judging you, all right? Maybe what this person did was really that grave and you're unable to move past it. No judgment there, all right? This is just coming from their perspective. I just wanted to say, as your reader, maybe this person really did hurt you that bad and you're unable to move past it. There is no judgment, all right? You do you, pile 1, all right? So with this person, there's also, that frustration that, all right, I've tried everything from my perspective. I don't know how to resolve this issue. I don't know how to get my person, that's you, pile 1, to move past this. And they keep thinking about how both of you have come together and how both of you have stayed together. And now with the way things are between the two of you, they were hoping that it was going to be enough, that both of you had this strong foundation. And now they're realizing that no, it's not just about the foundation. You have to keep building on it. And sometimes mistakes are that grave. Sometimes you can't really go back from an action that you've taken or something that you've said. And so your person is realizing that now. As much as both of you want to work on this connection, I definitely see that energy coming through on both ends. On your end in particular, I do see that you might be struggling a bit with letting go of what's happened and moving past what's happened, and that's causing a little bit of frustration within your person, all right? So if this sounds like you and your person, pile 1, let's get into their current feelings about you right now. There's a lot of reminiscing going on, especially with the Fern and the 10 of Cups and the Ace of Cups going on here. A lot of reminiscing about the good times between the two of you. Like I mentioned, your person thought that it was going to be like the good times that both of you had, it was going to be enough to sail through even the tough times, or it was enough for you to overlook this person's unhealthy behavior or actions that did not serve this connection, or even just actions that have hurt you. But what your person is realizing right now is that, yes, there were good times, but sometimes one mistake on your end or one action or something that you say or show up, yeah, it can actually, just wash away every good thing that you've done. Sometimes mistakes are that grave, and your person is realizing that right now. So there's a lot of reminiscing going on, looking back at the past, looking back at the happy times between the two of you, kind of wondering if both of you will ever get a fresh start, or is there going to be an opportunity for forgiveness on your end. I do see that this person has apologized, and if they haven't, pile 1, this person is thinking about it. But like I said, they don't know how to say it in a way that would make you forgive them or trust them again. It is definitely causing a lot of burden. Like I said, this person feels very, very stuck. And while they understand where you're coming from, there's a lot of, I think that frustration is stemming more on their end, where they're unable to figure out what to do. So you might feel that the frustration is directed at you, but actually this person is understanding that that frustration is about their inadequacy to lighten the load between the two of you, or to show up in a way where you would be willing to forgive this person. So there's a lot of that burden that this person is carrying. And they understand where you're coming from. They understand that you are right in where you're standing. And they do understand that they have made this mistake and this is what has led to it. It's just a little bit of shock that's coming through from your person, because they just, like I said, they expected, the good times to just overshadow the the actions that they've taken against this connection, but they're realizing that it doesn't work that way. So they definitely feel that you are in your right to stand where you are at. And they also understand that right now you are more in a passive energy towards them. You might not be communicating, you might not be reaching out to this person, or you might not be in an energy to be around them as well. And they're completely understanding of that, even though, yes, it has become a burden at this point. So maybe time has passed, or maybe the situation is really that grave, and both of you are looking at whether or not you will continue this or how to continue it. And there's a new dynamic that both of you have to navigate in. So in their current feelings, there's a little bit of worry. I can definitely feel that, a little bit of worry, a little bit of that burden finally sinking in. I felt like saying finally, so maybe it's taken some time for this person to recognize that just apologizing for what they said or what they did, it's not enough. You know, this person has to show up in a different way. This person has to, you know, help you realize that they are not going to repeat that again, or at least bring you that comfort that it's not going to happen again. So they're realizing that just an apology is not enough, and it has to be something more. And it looks like you are expecting actionable change on their end. Like, as much as this connection is sacred for you, Palwan, you also, you know, you're standing by your self-esteem and your self-worth and your self-love as well. And you're saying, no, this is the boundary. You know, as much as I feel this connection is destined, I don't think that it means I have to give up my self-worth and my self-esteem, my self-respect. And so your person is understanding that right now, that they need to step up in terms of how they're showing up with respect to whatever it is that you are unable to forgive them. Now, with the World coming out with the Knight of Cups, definitely I do see that this person wants to end things in a way that brings both of you closure about the situation. Not necessarily end things between the two of you, but if that is what you want, this person will respect that. I see that, Palwan. But they want to bring closure to this phase that both of you are going through. And in a way, they want to kind of keep increasing their efforts in helping you feel more secure about this connection and about them and about things not repeating in the same fashion again. So there's a lot of determination that's coming through, but I am being called to see that this is the Knight of Cups. Given the severity of the situation, I would have, I'd have been more confident as a reader if the King of Cups had come out. But given it's the Knight of Cups, I do feel that there are some more lessons that this person has to learn, or there are a few ways that this person has to step up in order to match your energy, or in order for you to feel more secure. So a little bit more ways to go for your person in terms of understanding how to show up. And so yeah, that's one area where me as a reader, I'm just not very I'm not very confident, nor am I feeling like it's going to be the energy that you're looking for, because you're being seen as the Queen of Wands right now, but your person, Knight of Cups. So there's a bit of a mismatch in the energy of showing up as well that's coming through for me. So when this person comes forward, or I think it's ongoing because that's the energy as well. So when this person comes forward, I don't think that it is going to match up to what you are expecting them or how you are expecting them to show up. And as a side note, I think how you're expecting them to show up, I think that, how do I say this, Palwan? Yeah, I think that you are justified in expecting that, given the severity of what's gone down between the two of you. All right? So I just want to point that out there, though there is intention to keep pursuing you. There's intention to keep showering you with love. But I think that this person has to understand that it's also about change. It's not just the apology, it's about change that needs to occur within this person so that you can trust them again, you can forgive them. All right, so that's what's going on with respect to their feelings. Just to summarize, they're kind of reminiscing about the past. They're also understanding that, oh, the happy times that both of you spent, yeah, it's not going to be enough this time to kind of sail both of you through this rough time that both of you are going through. And they're realizing that they have to step up. This realization of stepping up has become a burden on this person. I think that they were showing up one way and it was just not working, and so that has built frustration, that has built a burden. But now, instead of taking that burden negatively, this person has been taking a more healthier approach of using that burden as a way to transform themselves. Though I do see that that transformation might not be the energy that you're expecting, but this person is hoping that over time, both of you will be able to resolve this and you will feel more comfortable about this situation. And a lot in their thoughts and in their feelings as well is about how to bring about a resolution to the situation. How can I get Pal 1 to forgive me? All right? So that is what is in their current feelings for you, Pal 1. Let's get into more oracle cards that I have for you. Let's see what wants to come through. So I got 2 message cards from them. Let's see what wants to come through. You are my rock. I admire your courage. So perhaps, you've stood by your ground, you've said, no, I'm setting my boundaries. This is what I can accept. This is what I cannot expect. So, accept, not expect. Or this is what I expect and this is what I don't expect from my partner or from the person that I'm with. And your person, they admire that because it takes courage to take a stand for yourself, to choose yourself, right? So I do see that amidst their frustration, there is an admiration for your courage. And you are my rock. I think that your person is realizing that, you bring a lot of stability to their life and they have to step up to win your forgiveness, and they're going to do it. So there's definitely determined energy that's coming through, but it will take a little bit of time for them to keep stepping up to match the energy that you are expecting, or to match the energy of what's gone down, like what's gone down between the two of you, to match that severity. All right, so these are the 2 message cards that wanted to come out. I've got a few timing cards for you. Pal 1. So with respect to timing cards, I do want to say, please be a little bit careful. They're always based on the current energies of when you're watching this video. If the card comes out and it aligns with your intuition, most likely it's for you. If the card comes out and it doesn't align with your intuition, don't force it to. Let it go. It's probably for someone else, all right? I'm going to give you a few seconds now to think of your question or questions related to timing, and then I shall open the cards. You can pause this video if you have to. Alrighty, Pal 1, I'm opening the cards now. Full Moon, Taurus season, 2 months. Okay, so it looks like the answers are pretty clear. So usually that means that the energy that you're in with respect to this connection is quite clear and you're quite aligned, which is why your timing as well is also equally clear, all right? Then let's get into advice that wants to come through. Now, I usually keep this part of the reading a little bit more freestyle. It could be related to this connection. It doesn't have to be. It could be related to other aspects of your life. You would know that better, all right, Pal 1? So the first one that wants to come out is 3636, peace. Seek peace and tranquility in your life, okay? I am inspired. Forgive and move forward. All right, beautiful. I think that it actually resonates with your reading. So let's get into the messages that are coming through. So Pal 1, if you've been wondering, well, am I making the right decision? Sticking by my values and not being able to forgive this person, then I think the message that's coming through, if you're in that that thought process, choose your peace, pal one, all right? And choosing your peace can never be the wrong decision for you, all right? And if you've decided that, I am choosing my peace, then this might just be a thumbs up that yes, you're on the right path. You are aligned to what you wish for in your life, and you're heading down that path, all right? So this could be a confirmation. It could also be a solace, whether you're making the right decision or not right now. Now, forgive and move forward. So this could go two ways, pal one. You could forgive the person and move forward with your own life. You could forgive this person and move forward with them. And for me in particular, forgiving is more about yourself. It's about your peace. And it ties in very, very well with that. So you're not forgiving the other person for them or for their peace of mind. No, you're forgiving them for your peace of mind so that you can move forward with your life, so that you're not stuck to that one incident and you're no longer giving your energy towards that. So whether or not you want this person in your life, it might be helpful for you to consider forgiving them, not for them, but for you. All right, forgive and just move forward, whether it's with them or without them. That's completely onto you. And, you always have free will. Trust your intuition depending on what it is. But it might be helpful for you to move past the incident. If you're unable to forgive this person, then maybe you are in the mindset that you have to forgive them for them, which is why it's so difficult for you to move past the incident. But when you step into the thought process that you're forgiving someone for yourself, for your peace of mind, so that you can move past the incident, so that you're no longer giving your energy to that, or it's no longer sucking your energy, then it might put you in a little bit more open-hearted. I don't know where I'm going with that sense, Palwan, but it might put you in a more open-hearted space to forgive and to move forward, whether it's on your own or with this person. It just puts you in a more healthier energy, so that you're not really putting too much of your energy, or it's not sucking your energy, all right? Then I am inspired. So this could be related to other aspects of your life. Maybe you have seen someone who have been setting boundaries for their life and you are inspired. So this might be, just a confirmation coming through that, one, you've taken inspiration from the right place. And number two, it could also be that you are actually inspiring other people around you to take a stand for themselves. And you might not realize it, Palwan, but it looks like you are, all right? So this might just be a confirmation coming through over there for you. Alrighty, Palwan, this is where I will leave you for today. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. I really hope that this reading brought you the clarity, comfort, and confirmation you were looking for. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the love and positive energy you've been sending my way, whether it's with likes, shares, subscribe, comments, the tips that you send in, watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Palwan, take care, trust your intuition, all right? And I wish you the most peaceful outcome in this situation, all right? Bye-bye. Hi, Pal 2. For those of you who chose the turtle finger puppet, this is going to be your reading, all right? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Alrighty, Pal 2. What are Pal 2's person's current feelings for Pal 2, please? What are Pal 2's person's current feelings for Pal 2, please? Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. Got the Five of Wands, Four of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Six of Swords, Ten of Cups, Ace of Wands, Judgment, the Moon, and Seven of Wands. Okay, quite a lot of information that wants to come through. Let me grab your oracle cards as well. So these are for later. I'm just going to keep them aside. Let's get into what wants to come through. All right. So we have Unfinished Symphony. Okay. We have Vulture. I'm just going to keep it here. Is it in your view? Yes, it is. Okay. We have Contrast. We have Ash. We have Turkish. We have Regret. We have Pressure. We have Hope. What a contrast, Ash and Hope. Analytical, all right. How to, this is definitely your person's energy. This is your energy, all right? A lot of regret coming through from your person. The theme of your reading, Pal 2, is clean up, all right? There is a lot of cleaning up that's going on over here with respect to energies that are not serving the two of you, with respect to feelings that are not serving the two of you, actions that are not serving the two of you. The word that's like the two words that are constantly coming in my mind right now is clean up, and clean up. All right, and it looks like both of you are on the verge of starting something new with each other, or both of you are considering it at one point. Sorry, I was called to correct that. Both of you at one point thought that maybe it was over, but I do feel that on your end, you might have felt like there was something more to happen over here, even though what was happening in reality made you feel like, no, you know what? I don't think that this could ever happen again, or this could ever be possible. For some of you, there could have been a false start. For some of you, this could have been an actual connection, and then it broke down and time has passed. But the common theme for all of you is that whatever has happened in your separation, it's been a process of cleaning up. All right. And what do I mean when I say cleaning up? It looks like both of you needed to remove certain energies from your life, certain thoughts, certain beliefs, certain feelings, certain actions. And also, yes, that we talked about it, energies that were not serving the two of you, or were not serving both of you coming together. And so I would not be surprised if this connection has gone over a period of time, and I would even go as far to say for some of you it could be even like a decade in. I would not be surprised, because this is both of you going on your individual journeys and slowly evolving into two people who can now come together and finish the symphony that was once, abandoned at one point. So for a lot of you, especially when this went down the last time, and it looks like it was quite some time ago, you thought, nope, never. I don't think that this is ever going to happen again. And it was like completely burned to ash. But today, there is actually hope coming in. And it might be adding some kind of pressure on you, Pal 2. And that pressure could be either you didn't expect this person to come around, or you didn't expect this connection, so you might be facing a little bit of pressure to say yes to this connection, to give this another try, because it did really hurt you at some point. And the contrast in the situation right now, it also might be adding a lot of pressure. For some of you, you could have moved on with your life. You could have gotten into another connection, and now this person is coming back in, and you feel that unfinished symphony with this person, and you also could be feeling that pressure of whether you continue with your life or you give this person a chance. All right. And on your person's end, one common theme that's happened through the time that has passed is absolute regret for letting you go, Pal 2. And this person, they were in a very, very analytical mindset. I'm seeing this more to be past energy, but today they're very, very in tune with their emotions. They are very in tune with what they're feeling, and they're showing up in a way that honors what they feel on the inside. All right, so there's very, very beautiful alignment happening with your person right now. in terms of what they're feeling and how they're showing up, which also might be the contrast that's coming through on your end, that, you know, at one point this person might have hidden their feelings, not really shown you what they were feeling, and it was just like such a, how do I say this? There's a lot of contrast coming through, and I'm probably going to be using that word a lot, but previously there was a lot of contrast in what this person was feeling to how this person was showing up. And today there's a contrast in how they're showing up from how they were showing up at that point in time, because today there is no contrast in how they're feeling and how they're showing up, which might be adding a lot of pressure, because you might be wondering, well, is it possible for someone to change so much? But I think, Pal 2, that has been the journey, that has been the purpose of the separation between the two of you, so that both of you can step into the people that you are today. And the people that you are today are meant to come together for union, all right? But you always have free will, Pal 2. So if you're feeling a lot of pressure, I don't want to add any more pressure onto you, but trust your intuition, and you know, you always have free will in terms of how you want to take this connection. But where this person is at is a lot of regret, and I'm slowly getting into their current feelings for you, which now I understand why so many cards had to come out. There's a lot going on within them, and it's more of them explaining the journey that they've had in this separation. And like I said, for some of you, it could even have spanned like a decade or two. I would not be surprised. Like, this is years of separation. That's the energy that's coming through. And for some of you, if it is like not too long, and even like not too long, I will say like 2 years or 3 years, it feels like it has been years, all right? If you've been separated for a couple of months, I don't think that this is your reading, because this is more of a connection that has spanned a very, very long time, all right? So the story that's coming out with respect to their current feelings is, you know, whatever conflict, whatever went down between the two of you, your person has had a lot of time to think about it. Your person, maybe when things broke down between the two of you, they didn't think that it would affect them so much, or they didn't think too much of it. But over time, there have been little parts of your connection that keep coming to them, like little realizations that have kind of dropped in with them over the years, and they've come to realize that whatever went down between the two of you, it's one, because both of you weren't ready for a connection of this magnitude, and number two, your person also understands their part in what went down, how they, you know, were either rushing towards an endpoint, or they were going way too slow. That really depends on your situation. But the way that I see it is, your person understands that how both of you approached the situation and this connection in the past, yeah, it didn't serve the two of you, and frankly, it was quite the opposite. So like I said, a lot of contrast coming through in your reading, not just with this person, but even in the way that both of you were showing up, in the way that your energies were trying to mesh with each other. It was just too different, and it was just clashing all the time. And your person understands that today, you know. They've taken a lot of time to rest, to, you know, heal from what's gone down between the two of you. Even when, you know, when this connection broke down, I don't think that this person really thought that there was a lot of healing that had to be done. I think that they thought they could walk away from this without feeling too much. But in the years that have passed, I feel like saying years because it feels like years. In the years that have passed, your person, you know, they've slowly come to understand that what they had with you, that was actually really, really precious. And it's also possible, and I know there's probably going to be someone frustrated over there that I'm using the word contrast so much, but I'm really sorry. It is coming up that much in your reading. But there's been such a contrast in your relationship with this person in the past, as well as the connections that this person has had in the time of separation. And that contrast has led them to truly understand what it means to be in a beautiful, happy, connected, committed connection. And today, that's all that they see for themselves. Being with you is all that they see for themselves. And it wouldn't have happened if there wasn't such a contrast in the connections that they've been in your time of separation. All right. So there's a lot of understanding the value of your connection through the differences that they picked up in the other connections that they've had in the years that have passed. All right. And today, it's more of an evolution of this person. That's the story that's coming through. You know, at one point, this person maybe only chased money, or they chased materialistic things. They didn't think that this connection would add anything to their life, or they didn't value this connection as much as they should have. But today, there's a lot of realization that what they thought was happiness, or what they chased to be happiness, could be third-party energy that also I'm getting, but doesn't have to be. It could just be, you know, chasing their money, chasing other aspects that were not related to this connection. Yeah, today, your person, they probably have had success in those aspects, but they are coming to realize that what they feel after achieving those, it's actually nothing compared to just the pure bliss and joy that they felt with you when they were with you. And so today there's a desire to do something about this connection, to bring it back, to, you know, regenerate this connection. And this person might be coming on strong, which I think is where the pressure is building for you. But I don't see it as unhealthy, Pal 2. I just see it as them realizing that this is what they truly want, and them going after what they truly want, which is you. All right. So there's a lot of action-oriented energy that's coming through from your person. And whatever, you know, I'm talking about with you over here, I don't think that this person has told you. These are just quite hidden within them right now. But I think that over time, this person will be able to tell you this. But right now, you're just seeing their emotions and the flood of their emotions coming through for you, which, again, I guess is the reason why we have this spread, so that you actually understand that it's not this person like, you know, trying to flood you with their emotions. It's actually been a journey to get to this point. And so I think that this person wants you to understand what's happened in the time of separation, so that it can take the pressure off of you. I think over time, this person will be able to share it with you, but either there's a lack of opportunity right now to tell you, or this person doesn't feel that it's the right time to tell it to you right now. But there is intention to share it with you at some point. Today, they're in their fields, Pal 2. They are in their fields. I mean, for me, judgment, I keep telling you, it's a truth that you can't go back from. And I think that in the separation that's happened between the two of you, one thing that has stood constant is actually their feelings for you. And that's something that they've realized. You know, that is the truth that they've realized, that regardless of other connections that they may get into, or other things that they may pursue, their heart always comes back to you, comes back to the joy and happiness and fulfillment that they felt with you. All right. And so your person, it's taken them some time to step into an energy where they don't care about the other aspects of their life. I guess I would say that's a little bit dramatic. Yes, I get that energy from your person, but it's not that they don't care. It's that they want to put in effort towards you and this connection, and complete what couldn't have been completed at some point. And so there's a lot of hope for new beginnings coming from your person. And there's also a lot of action-oriented energy. And, you know, a few people might have told this person, no, I don't think it's going to work out, or no, I don't think that it's possible. Or there might even be few people against this connection as well. I am seeing that. But today your person is in an energy where they just don't care. You know, they just don't care about what could be stopping both of you. They want to give this a try, and that's why they're coming forward. So they might be coming on too strong, but that's just because, you know, they feel that strongly towards you, and that's why there's such a big explanation, so that it can help take the pressure off of you. How to, all right? So yeah, there's definitely a big difference in how this person is showing up today. But you have to understand that it's come from the experiences that they've been through in the time of separation, and more importantly, the realizations that they've had because of the contrast in the relationships or the connections or whatever it is that they chased in the time of separation. It's only because of that contrast that they've come to realize that they want to be with you and they want to put in the effort for you and this connection today. All right? So this is what is in their current feelings. Let's get more oracle cards for you. Let's see what wants to come through. All right? So we have 2 message cards that wanted to come out. So let's see what your person would like to say to you. So you have, you are truly unforgettable. Yes, we did get that. Your authenticity is refreshing, beautiful. So I think that over the years that have passed and, you know, just this person being on their own, focusing on other aspects, one thing that they keep coming back to, Paltu, is you. You are unforgettable, which is why this person feels that maybe there's something more here because they can't forget about you, and that feeling just keeps going stronger and stronger over time. And so you are truly unforgettable, Paltu, for this person. And your authenticity is refreshing. Maybe how you've stuck to the core of who you are over these years. Yes, there might be changes, but maybe the inner core of who you are, you're still as authentic as you ever were. And this person is just in awe of that, all right? So these are the 2 message cards that wanted to come out. I've got a bunch of timing cards for you. Paltu, take your time. Think of your question or questions related to timing. But with timing, I do want to say, please be a little bit careful. They're always based on the current energies of when you're watching this video. So if the card comes out and it aligns with your intuition, most likely it's for you. If it comes out, doesn't align with your intuition, let it go. Don't force it to. It's probably for someone else, all right? I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which, to think of which question or questions you'd like related to timing. You can pause this video also if you have to, all right, Paltu? Alrighty, Paltu, I'm opening the cards now, alright? Not without effort. Not for you to know right now. 1 week. Okay, so this one is pretty self-explanatory. I'm not going to get into that, but let's get into these 2. So it looks like whatever you've asked about, Paltu, there's some sort of effort that needs to be put in, whether that's effort in actually doing something or effort in changing your thoughts, effort in being intentional about the way you're moving, about the way you're showing up, intentional about your feelings, intentional about your belief systems, changing your belief systems or changing your actions, trying to step more into alignment. It looks like there is some effort, so it might be helpful for you to take some time to think about what needs to shift so that you can align better with what you're asking for, all right? And so there's a little bit of effort that needs to go in. Not for you to know right now. Usually when this card comes out, it's that you are being protected from knowing when it should happen. It could also be that if you were to know when it's going to happen, then it might actually change the way that you're taking action today, and that might lead to misalignment. So I would always say when this card comes out, it's protection, all right? You're being protected from not knowing the timing. So it's frustrating, I know, Paltu. I know, you know, when this card comes out for me, you know, I'm just like, okay, fine. You know, I kind of like take it begrudgingly, but, you know, it's what helps me accept, I guess, this is understanding that I'm being protected from knowing the time, and I should be grateful for that, all right? So that is the card that wanted to come out with respect to timing for you. Then I usually keep this part of the reading a little bit more freestyle. It could be advice related to this connection. It doesn't have to be, could be advice related to other aspects of your connection as well. You would be the better judge of that, all right? So let's see what wanted to come out. I am abundant, beautiful. Oh, 2828 potential, nice. Recognize and utilize your full potential. Your best looks different every day. All right, so the way that I see it, let's get into 2828 potential. So maybe this might be an indication that it might be helpful for you to see the potential in what could be. You know, maybe that might help you take the pressure off a little bit off of yourself. But it also, the way that I'm feeling it for your particular reading, Pal 2, is trust in your potential to handle. All right, whether it goes in favor or not in favor, trust your potential. All right, the way that I see it is you don't really know what's going to happen, right? None of us do. We might have some sort of an inkling because of our intuition, but for the most part, we don't know, right? And so in a situation like that, it might feel very, very scary to take the next steps. But I've come to understand that when you trust yourself like completely to handle whatever could go right or wrong in the steps that you take, that's you trusting in your potential. And I think that there is nothing more powerful than that. All right, so you might not be able to trust the situation, you might not be able to trust the person, you might not be able to trust the outcome, you might not even be able to trust the solution that you have for the situation. But when you trust yourself completely and wholeheartedly, that's enough to take you through whatever could happen, all right? And that's what I strongly believe. So I think that this is more of an advice coming through for you. It doesn't have to be related to this reading. It could be other aspects of your life that you might be struggling with as well, Pal 2, but might not know what's ahead, okay? You might not know if the steps that you're taking are right or wrong, but trust yourself. That's the most powerful thing that you can do right now, all right? So that is coming through with potential. Your best looks different every day. The way that I see it, it doesn't have to be related to this reading. The way that I see it is maybe, you know, you've been struggling a little bit with showing up in your life. Maybe there is a certain standard that you hold yourself to, and maybe you've not been able to live up to that standard. This is a reminder coming through that your best looks different every day, all right? Some days your best could be you in pajamas watching Netflix all day, and that is still you doing your best. Some days it could be you working, you know, a 10-hour day and, you know, hitting all your goals and being absolutely amazing. Some days your best could be you going on vacation and taking the time to relax, taking the time to fully, you know, feel good about yourself. On some days, your best could be you prioritizing your mental and your emotional health. So your best looks different every single day, Pal 2, all right? Don't force yourself to look a certain way or be a certain way every single day, because your best looks different every day. It looks like someone needed to hear that, otherwise it wouldn't have come out in your reading. And I am abundant, so if you've been struggling a little bit to feel like, you know, there is abundance in your life, or that you're struggling to feel grateful for the abundance because you're not able to recognize it, then this is a really, really good affirmation for you to keep repeating to yourself, so that you subconsciously start looking for signs that show you that you are abundant, all right? And if you've been doing that, Pal 2, then this is just more of a thumbs up and a confirmation coming through from your higher self that you are on the right path, all right? So a little bit of advice that is not related to this connection in your reading today. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just get you one card that aligns with this advice for Pal 2 with respect to this connection, just because the cards that have come out could be for other aspects of your life, but if you've been feeling pressure about this and, you know, you've been struggling a little bit. Lovers. Queen of Swords. Okay, so while there is, you know, a part of destiny, there is soul contract over here, where both of you, you know, you were meant to transform into the people that you are today, because either directly or indirectly, because of this connection, you always have free will, Pal 2, all right? The most important thing right now is for you to gain clarity about what it is that feels aligned to you, to the future that you see for yourself. You can go either way. That is completely on to you, and your intuition will tell you. But your responsibility here, Pal 2, is to gain clarity about what you truly want. All right, forget other people, forget the pressure of other people, forget what is right or wrong in other people's perception. There is no right or wrong, to be honest. It's all about alignment and misalignment. That's pretty much it. And so the more you can gain clarity about what's alignment for you in particular, Pal 2, that will help you tap deeper into your intuition. Like, yes, both of you were meant to transform into the people that you are, but it doesn't necessarily mean union, all right? It could just be like both of you fulfilling your soul contracts and then moving your separate ways. And if that's what you want, that can happen. But if union is what you're looking for, and union feels alignment to you, that you have that opportunity as well. All right, Pal 2? So just wanted to put that out there for you. All right? So this is where I'll leave you for today, Pal 2. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and positive energy you've been sending my way, whether it's with a like, share, subscribe, comment, the tips that you send in watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Pal 2, trust your intuition. You always have free will. I wish you the most peaceful outcome in this situation, all right? Take care, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.